This is my film project, made by me, Jack Helbing. The movie I am covering is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. This is a world in which fantasy creatures and fairy tales are real. For example, the myth that cats have 9 lives is real in this universe. The character I am covering is the main character, Puss in Boots. Puss is known as an outlaw and/or hero who loves being at the center of attention. He goes through 8 of his lives without much of a care, but once he's on his last, he meets Death. Death is a wolf that is the personification of death, and he is hunting Puss down for wasting all of his lives. He almost dies after their first meeting, and throughout the rest of the film he lives in constant fear that he will catch him. I have determined that Puss suffers from an anxiety disorder caused by his meeting with death. Anxiety disorder is a psychological disorder in which a person deals with persistent and excessive worrying and fear that interferes with daily activities. If you went to get a diagnosis from a therapist in this world, then I believe they would be accurate in diagnosing him. I believe this disorder is not diagnosed in all cultures since many believe mental illnesses to be the work of spirits and higher beings. Some stigmas associated with anxiety disorders are that it's not a real medical condition, and that people with it should just calm down or snap out of it. Throughout the movie, there are many times where Puss loses focus after he thinks he saw or heard the wolf. At one point after he thought he saw the wolf, he has a panic attack and runs away from his friends. One symptom not shown by Puss is feeling weak or tired, since throughout the movie he is usually able to maintain a high energy personality. My proposed treatment plan is for him to talk to a trained therapist about his feelings. I believe it is the appropriate treatment for his disorder since it would provide a safe place for Puss to express his fears and he can rely on the therapist for help and advice. The ethical concerns with this proposed treatment are informed consent and maintaining confidentiality with the client. I believe the film does a good job of portraying the disorder, especially the scene with the panic attack. It allows the viewer to feel the fear and tension Puss feels whenever he thinks about or sees the wolf. The portrayal of disorders in films have a large influence on our understanding of disorders, since it is the closest we can come to experiencing it ourselves.